Hey y'all. So I'm actually doing my vlog on Tuesday because this week is gonna be a really busy week. Not really a busy week. But tomorrow, which is Wednesday, is my last day of work this week. Thursday is Juneteenth. And on Thursday I'll be out and about with my friends. And then Friday I'm off work. I'm actually gonna be just doing some adulting because my license expires on my birthday this year. And so I want to go ahead and get into the DMV on Friday. I'm gonna wake up early in the morning, go to the DMV, and try to just get in and get my license updated before it expires, and I can go into places. I also want to acknowledge today that before I even express what I'm feeling, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. My bad. I'm back. Today, let me just say this. Before I speak on what I'm speaking on today, everything that I'm speaking on either has already been on its way to, it's either on its way to being resolved, probably already resolved, or at least I know where the reality of the situation stands with it, or has been discussed. So the things that I'm frustrated about today, the things that I am frustrated about today, I just need to feel my feelings about. I just need to feel my feelings about these things. And in the spirit of giving myself a word of the week for this week, because I said that's what I want to do for my vlogs, my word of this week is just detach. And I will explain why. So, first of all, my frustration right now in life, it revolves around two things. The first thing that my frustration in life revolves around is my lack of freedom to move around as I please. We know that I've been talking a lot about not having my own car, and being an adult who is used to having a car and does not have a car is really difficult. Because you also think about all the people who you helped when you had a car without any questions asked, and how those people are either still not are still without a car, so now they just don't get the help that you once gave and they can't help. Or some of those people have cars and like they can't help you in the way that you once helped them. And it's not like you want to play tit for tat, but it really does hurt to be a person. Like, I used to be the friend who would drive far and wide to pick my friends up to come out and turn up. None of my friends, with the exception of a few, because if y'all my friends and you watch this and you like, bitch, with the exception of those of you who have come to my house and done it, very few of my friends have made an effort to come pick me up when I want to go out. Like, sometimes it kind of hurts my feelings even when I'm about to go out with my family and I say I don't have a rat, and like nobody is like, oh, we'll come get you. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my sister Shay because I know she watches my, I hope she watches, I think she watches my vlogs. But my sister Shay will offer to lift me anywhere. Like, if I told Shay for real I wanted to come to an event and I couldn't make it because my man's car was down, she would get a lift for me. She would get a lift for me and my man. So before I say what I'm about to say, I don't have issues with anybody for not jumping because I'd have needs. It's just the realization makes me realize the reason why I always take care of myself. Because now I need other people to take care of me and I'm not getting the help I feel like I should get, and that's okay. My other frustration right now in life is like money, it's like finances, and like the inability sometimes to even go out. So while I'm sitting here upset about the fact that sometimes I don't have a ride to go out, it's like I really don't work that hard to look for a ride to go out because financially I'm just making it. And it's because my partner has been out of work. He's actually gone right now to go do a drug test for a job. He's gonna be starting a job next week. I'm so happy. Like, he's starting a job next week. My youngest stepson is going to camp next week, so I can at least get a few hours on my house by myself. Like I said, this week is a bit of a bitch fest, y'all. So just like bear with me. But I don't want people to think that like anybody's life is perfect, right? But least of all, fucking mine. Like, it's hard as shit. It's hard as shit, and I feel like when he left today on his way to go to his drug test, I know he could feel my energy. He could feel that I got like some frustration, so he kept asking me what's wrong, and it's like I told him, like, I'm cool because I am cool. Like, there's nothing wrong. I don't need to say anything to him. It's just, life is really hard right now, y'all. Like, life is really hard right now. And I just need to say it. You know what I mean? I just need to get it off of me. So it's not just, I'm not just thinking about it. And I also need to, like, detach from certain things, which is why the word of the week this week is detachment. My first issue, my car situation. I have to detach myself from the pride that makes me not want to ask people for their car, the pride that makes me not want to ask people for a ride. I got to detach from the pride that makes me not want to ask my sister, can you give me a lift? Because I can't afford to come to the house, but, like, I need to see my family. I miss y'all. And so I'm working on my pride because I know that I could be getting more help right now in my life. But it's just like, I don't want to ask people who already got enough on their plate to put me on their plate. Like, I've worked damn hard my whole life to not end up on somebody's plate, to, like, not be a part of somebody's burden. And so, like, right now in my life where I really could use some help, I don't know how to ask my family to help me. You know what I mean? And it's hard for me because I'm the baby of the family and I know that they would help me, but it's just like, so I'm working on getting away from my pride, you know, with that. For real, I am. And then like, I like to, even if life is hard, I like to go out and have me a couple cocktails and dance and, you know, and have a good time. Which I will be doing for Juneteenth. So those of you who are watching this, I have relief is coming. Relief is coming, but, like, today and right now, like, I need to feel these feelings so I'm not dancing in the middle of the club on Juneteenth crying, right? So let's just deal with these tears today and get through it. Financially, I want to be able to comfortably go to a bar once a week and have maybe one drink and then dance for a few hours, especially if the DJ is doing what he's supposed to do, right? Financially, I want to be able to see my nail tech every 2 weeks and be able to get my nails done and keep my nails done, because having my nails done is very important to me and it's my staple. Like, I feel like when I'm making content and I'm doing stuff and my nails are not done, it's given like you get your nails done for special occasions. Like, even now, I'm finna get my nails done on Wednesday, but I'm getting my nails done for Juneteenth. This has never been who I am. I'm a woman who keep her shit done. And I know that people probably gonna be watching this and be thinking like, oh my God, girl, are you really crying over your nails? But it's like, it's not about my nails. It's the fact that this is something that I'm used to doing, and the reason that I'm not doing it has nothing to do with me. Another reason why this week's word is detachment, because I love my partner and I want to be there for my partner. But a lot of the things that I find myself being frustrated about in this day and age, in these recent times, it comes from being here in this home with him, supporting him, being a part of this family, dealing with the trials and tribulations of his life that are not really in his control or even his fault. But it's hard not to be mad at him, because it's like, I wouldn't be dealing with this if you wasn't here. Like, you not having a job wouldn't affect me if I wasn't living with you and having to help you with your kids. So now I got to be able to pick up the slack in a household where me and this specific, in a household that costs as much as my apartment right now costs, I would be living in an apartment like this by myself. But I would also be having a long time. I would also be spending way less money on groceries. I would be spending way less money on recreational things like marijuana. I would be spending way less money on things like alcohol, right? A bottle that I'll buy for me and him, we might drink that in a month. Myself, living by myself, I drink that bottle in twice the time, because again, I'm not no big indulger of anything other than beautifying myself. I realize, like, that's the reason why I'm crying over my nails, because, like, the thing that I spend my money on, like, everybody has a thing that they spend their money on. The thing that I spend my money on is my nails, my hair, my appearance. Who I am and how I present myself to the world really matters to me. When I notice when I get unhappy with life, I stop caring a lot about my appearance. Like, today, I feel like I got on a pretty bummy fucking outfit. Like, I'm realizing that, like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I'm not waking up. I'm not putting any energy into my outfits. And I'm not doing that because I don't feel comfortable right now. And I don't feel comfortable right now because, truthfully, I am around, and I love my man. Y'all know I love my man. But I am around him all day. I'm around him all day. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. And I am going stir crazy. I am super grateful. Like I said, everything that I'm frustrated about today is literally being handled. Like next week, he gonna be starting a job. It just feels good to say goodbye and I'll see you in some hours, and to see him in some hours. I don't get an opportunity to miss him. I don't even know how he is still, like, he is still just all over me, hugs, kisses, and love. And it's probably because he ain't fucking working. Let's just call a spade what a spade, right? He in love still because all he doing is sleeping and watching his woman hustle. So maybe that turn him on. Maybe that make him happy. But me working this fucking job and running my business and handling my content and just existing around a person who is just kind of like lounging, y'all, I'm tired of it. And so I'm grateful that he's going to work next week. I'm so grateful that my stepson is going to start camp next week. I hope that the teen decides to at least stay with his grandmother for one more week. I'm not telling my mother-in-law to keep the teen for the whole summer. But if all of y'all can just give me my house for 1 or 2 days by myself, God knows I will be happy. Because that's what I need. Like, I need some alone time. I need some quiet time. And I also need to remind myself that, like, it's okay to put you first. I have decided, and that's another reason why this week's word of the week is detachment. I have decided that unless it is a vital bill, which I pay, and I pay before I consider my nails, so I know it's not going to be in this house, I'm not going to not get my nails done again for something in this house. I just can't. I can't keep on going, oh, dang, we need this. And I know he was supposed to get this, but he's done his best, so I'm going to fill in. Nope, I don't care. I'm not filling in no more gaps. I love my partner. I love my stepkids. I love myself. And we are all going to struggle because I got to take a stand. I got to take a stand. And another thing that I have to tell myself is, like, I gotta detach from this idea that, like, my success can't happen without him. I love my man, and I want to look back on today's video and say I was wrong. And I'm so glad that I stuck it through, which is why I want to stick it through. But the boundary that I am setting for myself now, and I'm going to start to wrap us up, because even though I'm venting, I don't want to go over what I said, which is my 16-minute mark. The boundary I am setting for myself is, I have observed that I do a lot of pausing for my partner. Ooh, let me pause. And let me think. And let me help him. Let me hold space. I love my man. He is set up, in my opinion, with the perfect opportunity to be his best self. And I'm not saying that I don't think he's being his best self, but I personally have to detach from the idea that he could be doing better. I'm done with that. I'm going to keep forging forward. And I hope that who he is can continue, who he is and who he's showing up with, the person he is, that person can continue to stand next to me as I continue to forge forward. I have recognized that my partner is a very content man. If he can get his THC fix and, got a home where ain't nobody bothering him, this man will probably leave his house only when in family events, and only maybe once or twice a year for real. He's content. I'm not content. I want 4 vacations a year. I want to be able to go out and have a good time without checking my bank account more than twice. I want opulence. I want success. And for me, success looks like at least 6 figures in my bank account. I want shit at minimum 5 figures in my bank account at any given time. I want to be able to comfortably vacation without feeling like, ooh. And I don't think those things are unattainable for me. I think I've been pausing a lot because I've been trying to make those things attainable for us. And in this economy, in this world, I can't make anything obtainable for me, a grown-ass man, and 2 damn near grown kids without the help of the grown-ass man. And that's why I feel like I've been on his back so much. But, like, I gotta get off his back. And I can see he on his own back, so I'm not saying, like, he lazy, my man, not a bum, by far, none of those things. But, like, he just one of those, like, it'll happen if it happen people. I'm not that. It's gonna happen because I'm making it happen. And I'm about to keep making it happen. And if that means that I have to say goodbye to him, I don't want to. But I understand it and I make a peace with it. Because I deserve better than what's being presented to me in my life right now. I deserve better than what I am doing right now. And I want to seek better. And so I'm going to seek better. And I truly do hope that this is something that we agree on. And my better looks like his better. And we get going. But if it doesn't, the love that I have for him won't subside. But I'm realizing that I am sacrificing a lot of me to love him and to love my life in this space. And I don't want that anymore. I want my life with him. I want my kids. I love the boys. I love him. I love everything about my life. Truthfully, I do. There are things, though, that are present in my life that I have, and I take responsibility. I'm going over my time, but we gonna bear with me. There are things in my life that I have said I'm okay without as a compromise that I realized that I had to reevaluate. I'm not okay without. Yeah, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not going to, like, if I got enough money to go out to a bar for me, but me and him both can't go because we can't afford it, and right now, and maybe he spent his money on something else, I'll be back, baby. And, like, at first, I used to have this mindset, this super attached mindset of, like, if I go out and he can't afford to go out, or I can't afford to take us both out, then I might as well just stay in the house because I don't want him to feel bad or what have you. I hope one day you feel bad enough to be able to afford to go out, too. But I don't think that's going to be an issue. Like I say, everything that I'm frustrated about is being fixed. Because really the frustration is we have been living in a one-income household. At $18 at that. I think I'm barely making $18. One-income household for the last, like, almost 3 months. And my birthday isn't a month. And it's like, damn, like, I'm carrying this house on my back. I can't even, if it were not for the fact that I was making my clothes for my birthday, y'all, I would be stressed the fuck out. I wouldn't even be able to order nothing for my birthday. At this point, whatever don't get uploaded to YouTube, it just don't get uploaded to YouTube because I just got to get this shit off my chest. Like, if I wasn't making my clothes this year, y'all, I would be freaking out. And I know that all of this is about to change. Like, he about to get a job. I know he gonna take overtime at that job. I know my man. I know who he is. I know that this situation is gonna be great. When I get away from all that pride that I was talking about at the beginning of this video and just talk to my family, if I need something for real, I know I can get the things that I need. But, like, I'm also just, like, detaching myself from a lot. Because along with all of this comes, like, the reminder of just, like, you gotta calm down. You gotta relax. Maybe this isn't the time for me to be traveling, even though I want to be. Maybe this isn't the time for me to be able to get up and go and drive when I want to, even though I want to be. Along with everything that I am angry about this week, I want to make sure that I stand not only for y'all, but for myself, that I am also aware of the fact that, like, life gives us what we're supposed to have at the time that we're supposed to have it. And so maybe I was supposed to sit down and make these realizations. Maybe I'm supposed to have these moments of just like clarity within myself. And so I'm working through my attitude, which is why I didn't want to bring this to my partner, because I feel like this conversation, we would talk more about my frustration than the fact that like it's going to be okay, right? And so that's why I feel better with vlogging, because usually I just need to say what I need to say. I don't need to address any of those things. But when you say it to another person, especially a person who cares about you, they want to discuss that. They want to, so as I wrap up, a couple of things. First thing is, I am committing for myself to maintaining my physical appearance. That includes, because even though I don't give myself like fresh retwist on my locks, that includes waking up every day, moisturizing my locks, styling my locks, wearing something that I'm happy with. I'm looking down at my outfit today. I don't ever want to dress the way I dressed this morning. I could tell this morning that I was not in a good place, and I just didn't dress like I was feeling good. I want to remind myself to not let me go when other things start to go. I am also committing to myself that unless it is literally for an actual bill in the house that we truly cannot do without, I am not going to forego things that make me happy, like my nail appointments and my pedicures, because these are also a part of my life. They're also a part of my upkeep and my maintenance. I am also committing to myself to take my hands off of my partner's journey. I think as a woman who's in love, and any woman that watches this that's in a relationship can attest to this, you just want to help him, I guess, with certain things, so life can be easier for you, him, everybody involved. But it's like, he gotta want that enough to step up, because I'm not so amazing that I can see how you could be doing better in your life and you can't. This your life. You know that you could be doing better. You know that you could be more present. You know that you could wake up earlier. You know that you could give more effort. And if that's not what you want to do, then as the person who loves you, I just got to give you space to figure out what you want to do. The inverse of that, though, is like, I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do. And I want more. And so what I'm about to start doing is I'm going to start aiming for more. I'm going to start scheduling more podcasts. I'm going to start scheduling more photo shoots. I'm going to start putting my money into my brand. And if that means that we don't always have a nice, cute little air freshener in the house to make everybody think the house smells like lavender, if that means that people don't wake up and there's new linen on their beds, if that means that all the things that I do as the mom in this house start to fall, so people can realize that like other people need to step up so we can live the life that we want to, then maybe it needs to fall. And if this house crumbles, I will walk away from it, as much as I love my family as a single woman who wants more. I love my man. I love these children, and I want to be in their lives, honestly, for the rest of my life. But I don't want to do it at the expense of myself. One of the reasons I've never wanted to be a wife, and I'm so for real done, I'm sorry, y'all. One of the reasons that I never wanted to be a wife or a mother is because every wife and mother that I knew sacrificed herself in totality for the people that she cared for. And I never wanted that for myself. And I think this experience has shown me why I never wanted it for myself. I think I walked this path intentionally so I could see maybe you were misjudging it. Maybe this is a rewarding experience. Try it. It's not rewarding. And if you are a woman who disagree with me, feel free to disagree in the comments. It's not rewarding for me. I don't find any peace or happiness in looking at myself and being less groomed than I prefer, but then looking around my house and going, at least my kids and my man happy. No. And so I'm going to change it. I'm going to make me happy, and the house going to get whatever's left over, because I feel like that's what men do. And the only reason why the house still survives is because the woman does what we're used to women doing. I feel like everybody in the house can sacrifice small pieces of themselves to make the house happy. And if the man doesn't want to sacrifice more, then the house just going to look the way the house look. And not for nothing, I know that I've given my all. But I don't think that that's going to happen in my house. I think that my man is going to step up. But I don't know. And a part of my detachment for this week is I don't want to try to figure it out. I have stated what is true for me. What is true for me is I'm going to upkeep my visual appearance. What is true for me is I am going to start to prioritize myself and my needs. And I don't know what that means, but you guys will be here to see it because every week I come and tell you what's going on in my life. Nothing's really going on around the house other than, like I said, next week it'll be cleared out. The summer is here, and I hope that you guys are having a great one. I love you. Have a good week.